So I went to FYE the other day, and as I was looking around, something caught my eye. And it was a Hero Academia figure. And the character's name is Stain. So I'm looking at him, and for some odd reason, he's striking a rather obvious resemblance to another character from a movie called Small Soldiers, and that character's name is Insaniac, the witch doctor. And at first I thought, oh, maybe it's just me, maybe it's just he reminds me of him because probably the way his face looks, one character can remind us of another character and not have anything to do with that character. Like, for example, the color red can remind you of some movie it came up or something. Who knows? Or perhaps a character's personality reminds you a lot of another character's personality. Or it's like, for example, you have DC's Red Hood that sometimes has a striking resemblance to Marvel's Deadpool, vice versa. One's more serious and isn't afraid to kill you, and the other one just cracks jokes and is suffering from a lot of mental disorders and obviously has a really bad foul mouth. So, at first I thought it was just me. Maybe the character reminds me of that character. Okay, fine. But as I'm looking at him, as I'm wondering, is it really just me or am I on to something? So I started doing some research. It just wouldn't let me alone. It wouldn't leave me alone. And I looked up Insaniac from Small Soldiers. And I looked up pictures of Stain. And I feel deep down, this isn't a coincidence because I don't believe in coincidences. There's no such thing as coincidences. And even if there were such a thing, the only coincidence you're ever going to have is if you just so happen to go to the same school as a stranger you just happen to be talking to. That's a coincidence. Or when you break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend and you go to a gas station or a store, and out of all the stores you could have gone to, you went to that one and you just so happen to bump into them and their new spouse. Okay? That's a coincidence. All right? That's a coincidence. Or a coincidence means you just happen to go down the street and just after you go down the street, an accident happens. That's a coincidence because you just happen to be on the street. That's the only thing that puts you in that area, that situation. That's it. But this is not a coincidence. Because, like I said, I looked up these two characters. And I feel that this is a conspiracy theory. I feel that Hero Academia copied Insaniac from Small Soldiers to make their character Stain. Stain is a copycat of Insaniac. He is a copycat. I don't care. I looked it up. He looks exactly like him. From the hair, to the mouth, to the teeth, to the tongue. And it seems that I'm not the only one who thinks that. I am not the only one who thinks that. Because apparently someone else is on the same page as I am. And if I'm thinking the same thing, and they're thinking the same thing, and there are other people thinking the same thing, there's something up. Coincidence? No. I think not. This is a conspiracy theory, whatever you want to call it. Stain copied Insaniac.